Time for the KSL In-Depth.
The Utah Jazz run through the playoffs. In-depth coverage on KSL News Radio.
Everything seems to be all right in Utah Jazz land after the Game 4 win over the Clippers. Joe Johnson scored 28 and dished out that key assist in the win. Rudy Gobert returned. Gordon Hayward should be available after leaving last night's game with food poisoning. But KSL Sports Beat's Rod Zundel says all the happiness will go away once tomorrow night's game starts.
You know, the playoffs all about adjustments. And with Rudy Gobert back in, the Clippers are going to have to make adjustments. And then, whoever makes the best adjustments and then execute what their game plan is going to take Game 5. So, it's so tough in the playoffs because there's so many ups and downs and emotional highs and lows. It's just whoever can keep their heads about them and continue what they're doing and try to do something instead of trying to do something that they normally don't do. And so far, the Jazz have been able to play their game, control the tempo. That's going to be the key. They don't want to get up and down running game with the Clippers tomorrow, which LA is going to want to come out without Blake Griffin and run up and down that floor and try to score over 100 points midway through the fourth quarter.
Rod is just boarding the flight for LA this afternoon. He says Rudy Gobert looked good in person last night after the knee injury in Game 1.
The key with Rudy is now how it feels today. And they didn't have any media availability with the Jazz today. How the knee feels today and how some of the other structures around that knee, his calf, his ankle, his quad, because a lot of times if you come back from an injury trying to protect one part of your body, another one makes up for it. So it's going to be interesting to see how his knee reacts with only a day of rest.
Rod says the Jazz need to play defense like they did last night against Chris Paul if they want to pick up a win in L.A.
He had a bucket to give the Clippers a 2-point lead, I believe 86-84, something like that. And then he was a non-factor the rest of the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter is really when he's taking advantage of the Jazz. But last night, they put everybody on him, and he missed a couple of shots and got a little flustered. And so they're just going to have to do what they did last night and probably have to do it even better.
What happened to Gordon Hayward, though? What left him in a darkened room for the second half of the game with a towel over his head, throwing up? Well, they still aren't sure what food made Gordon Hayward sick last night. You've been listening to the In-Depth at 15 and 45.